Craig, take the wheel.
Hey, Craig. No, not that wheel, Craig.
Oh no, we're all gonna die. A horrible car crash. We gave the recording software the charge of the car. Hello, listeners. This is Dungeons and Pop, Adventures of Attitude, Episode 9. We'll come up with a title later.
We're back.
Are we really at Episode 9 already?
Yeah. The last session broke up into 7 and 8.
Wow.
How high is 9?
That would be after 8, but before 10.
Ah, yes.
As you can see, listeners, Johnny has come back to join us again.
Or rather, as you can hear.
It's my birthday. I'm 20.
It actually is his birthday.
On the day of the recording, not on the day of the release of this episode.
Which we have no idea when that's going to be.
We'll see.
Probably 2 weeks, because I gotta edit Monster Mash Curses, and then that'll release next week, and then this one.
So 2 weeks ago from when you guys are listening to this, if you listen to it when it aired.
Pretty much.
That's a lot of math for everyone to do. I don't know if they really care to figure that out. We'll see on Twitter.
I'll give $20 to whoever can guess my birthday.
You're broke. Don't say that.
I'm in debt. I'm in debt.
He's broken now. Hey, who wants to do the previously on?
You're the DM.
Oh, come on. I figured I'd give you guys a chance. Okay. Previously on Adventures of Attitude, the group hanged out at Tony's Pizzeria and had some chow as they tried to relax from the traumatic events of the release of Bone Meisters and the Army of Evil. Upon some pleasant conversation with the pizzeria's owner, Tony, the group managed to find out that at least one of the employees knows thieves' cant, which in our universe is sign language.
Ooh.
Because there is no such thing as sign language in D&D, and I like the idea that it makes sense. If you look at some of the descriptions, it's not just him planning words, but it also mentions hand gestures. So we're going to go with that. Upon meeting with the two entertainers at the pizzeria, Thebesi found someone to teach the language in the
Mythly? The performer from Tony's Pizza, I believe her name was Mythly, if I'm reading that right. I wrote it down. That's Mythali.
Mythali.
See,
Yeah.
I can take notes.
While Marcus reconnected with Naomi, the Briar comedian who hit him with a tomato during his dramatic speech. After some discussion, the party managed to come to an agreement with Mythali to have her come over and teach the three thieves' cant every couple of days. I think once a week, we said, something like that, or once a day. Afterwards, the party decided to check on their friend Bob, the catboy thief who had changed sides during the traumatic battle. While Thebesi met with the Bloody Fangs bartender Macaulay about his strange cough and constant obsession with becoming immortal, Marcus had a private conversation with Bob, who explained the terrible circumstances that led to the release of Bone Meister and his army. It had turned out their new friend Gabbi had actually found their way into the dimensional prison and had been manipulated by Bone Meister into releasing them, which may explain some of the times she's been afraid, not of you guys, but of people realizing what she did. And with that, well, do you guys want to start off from that, or did you want to maybe do the next day? And it's up to you guys. You guys are the players.
What do you think, Sid?
I'm okay if we jump to the next day. I don't think there was really anything else I wanted to do other than I have notes of casually looking for methods of immortality for Macaulay.
Okay.
You have to deal with your brother, don't you?
Mm-hmm. My in-game brother.
Who's also your out-of-game brother.
Is Johnny playing my brother in this?
You're a turtle too?
No, I'm a Wanari. I'm a dog. I'm basically Akamaru.
Wolf.
No, he's also playing the NPC for that. We agreed on it. It would be natural for a brother to be arguing, a sister being yelling at a brother.
Oh, that's right. Which NPC name? Just so I could get their stats pulled up.
It was a funky way of putting your actual name. It was like Jonathan or something.
No, it was Joe Madron.
Oh, I like it. Jomadryan, Jomathon, Wanathan.
Jomadron. I took notes, guys.
Jomadron. Sounds like Jontron.
It does. A little bit.
Either way, I like it.
And then I have Trenton as my other brother and Tandriel as my sister because I wouldn't have completed her family.
Okay, so I think you guys are awake in the... Wait, well, actually, where are you guys staying? Are you guys staying at the museum, would you say, while you're still in town?
I would imagine that Marcus is staying at his apartment. I'd always imagined he had a small apartment or maybe a loft or something.
I imagine unless there's a specific reason for Thebesi to stay in the city, that she's going back out to her clan at night.
Okay.
Which would actually be a perfect time for the brother-sister altercation or confrontation.
Not gonna lie, I also planned it because of that. But it just doesn't make sense for her to stay in the city when, is still the ascending clan leader of her clan, and she has responsibilities there.
All right.
So what's the setup on the brother-sister altercation?
Well, Thebesi, the moment she gets back into, not town, but back to the clan out of town, she's going to go and find him.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. And then I think Gabby's following you. Wait, who's taking custody of Gabby at night?
I'll take custody of her.
She just sleeps under a bridge, and then they go pick her up in the morning.
Thebesi and Marcus get in a fight over custody. The entire party splits up because of a custody battle.
Oh, shoot. Do we have to pick sides?
Yes.
Roll for whose side you take.
Odds my side, evens Marcus.
Oh, and just in case you forget, Johnny, I'm basically sending you a quick message so you know what the brother did.
I'm already looking for it.
All I know is that you evidently told Mythalai something about our party or about our clan, and she made it sound like you did it as a sexual favor, if I'm remembering right.
Oops.
Actually, yeah, I put that in less than that many words, but that is exactly.
Thebesi's not very happy with you.
You know what? That sounds like an accurate situation. I would sell out anyone.
Oh, boy. All right, so I'm just going to sit back and chill for the next little bit while you guys have fun.
Oh, Johnny. So it was worth it, is what I'm hearing. Probably. I mean, she does know how to do what she does.
Do we need to make this episode NC-17?
No. Keep it clean, guys. Euphemism.
I was going to keep it clean.
So we don't say sex, we say we boinked.
Pretty much.
We did the nasties.
I feel like all of our listeners are at least old enough to hear the word sex.
Considering how often I heard us all drop the F-bomb in the preceding first 5 episodes, we are well past.
Did I?
I certainly did, and I know Sean did.
I'm not sure if I did. I feel like I'm pretty censored as far as my language goes.
Lucky you.
Oh, it took me a while to get Sydney to snap and cuss at me growing up.
Okay, guys, let's get back on the.
We'll just edit all of that out.
Yeah, I actually started editing out some of these side conversations when they went too off the wall.
It's necessary. Okay, so yeah, no, Thebesi takes Gabbi and without really considering that maybe Gabbi doesn't need to hear her fight with her brother, but she leads Gabbi back out to the clan where I think the Restless are all there now as well.
Yeah.
By this point I feel like they are at least
I think
clan adjacent.
Yeah, I think the majority are. There are some that are still staying at the museum to help with that, but I think the majority just moved out to the clan just to make things easier. I will say noodly armed Greg is out by the clan.
Yes.
And he
Noodly armed Greg is a good Restless.
And he is also teaching him how to dance. Because he can do that one dance with the arms.
The wave?
Pretty much.
Are you talking about that?
No, I think.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about that Fortnite dance.
Are you talking about the flossing dance?
No, it's the Orange Justice dance.
That one more like the wavy arms. The things that someone who is part skeleton and has noodly arms would be perfect for doing.
Sean, we're all part skeleton.
Wait, do you mean like at like a car salesman place with the wavy thing that kind of flops in the air?
No. I think it's the wave. I'll put it that way. It's the wave. It's the one where like the arm kind of goes up and it kind of goes down and up like a wave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Thebesi, I almost said Gabbi. Thebesi leads Gabbi out to her clan and immediately begins looking for her brother, Jomadron. Sounds like a Decepticon. I guess that fits.
Ooh, that's a burn.
Where is he?
You're gonna do that to me on my birthday? Rude.
There are no rules in D&D. Actually, there's plenty of rules in D&D. Yeah, where is he?
Johnny, that's your cue.
Oh, that's my cue? Oh, I thought... Oh, okay. Do motels exist or something like that? An inn?
Johnny, this is a tribal clan outside of a large city.
Oh.
Think tent cities outside of Bakersfield.
Oh, then we definitely just got a tent kind of in the back. Yeah, we so Jomadron is in a tent kind of in the back of the clan, a little more towards the outskirts, but far enough away to where you couldn't really hear if you were in the main public.
Okay.
Like hear screams.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, Thebesi, I feel Thebesi would know where to find him, right? He's her brother.
Right.
Yeah, so Thebesi goes back there and immediately throws the tent flap open.
Hey, what the hell?
What the hell? You don't get to ask me that.
Why?
What have you been doing?
I'm kind of busy. What does it look like I'm doing? Can you give me about 10 more minutes?
No, I can't give you 10 more minutes. Sit down.
Can you at least turn around so I can put pants on?
No, put a blanket on. I don't care, but sit down. We need to talk.
I'm going to stand up naked. Is this what you wanted? Huh? Now I'm going to wrap up in a blanket. I think I proved my point. What do you want?
Thebesi waits impatiently for him to wrap up in a blanket, and
Oh, I did it pretty fast. You don't need to wait.
And I think at this point she is holding her great axe because as she entered the clan area, she kind of pulled it off, like ready to put it down, but then decided not to, and headed straight towards her brother's tent. And she stands there with the end of her great axe resting on the ground beside her feet, and she eyes him. What did you tell Mythoi?
Oh, he just asked me about you guys, and he had a cute friend with him. He said he just wanted a quick conversation and she could be all mine. So I just told him about you guys.
What did you tell him?
Wait, guys. It's a her. Miss Eliza, her.
I thought so.
Are you misgendering Mytholi? How dare you? You storm into my tent just to misgender Mytholi? How dare you? Also, Mytholi was kind of cute too.
What did you tell her?
Well, she asked like what your status was, and I'll tell you. I was getting a nice massage, had a couple drinks. I don't really remember all of it, but just hey, what was the clan about? And I was like, it's a cool clan,
And you didn't think to consider the possibility that someone could be asking these specific questions for any reason? Do you really? How often do you have random strangers decide to shower you with affection and ask for questions about the clan?
Okay, let me give you a setup, right? I don't think you're hearing my side of the story. So picture this, right?
No, just
No. Picture this. Sake, they were like, "Hey, I'm a friend. You wanna let me in? Just trying to catch up pace." And I was like, "Hey, that sounds like a good point." And they were like, "Well, since we're gonna be acquainted now, might as well offer you a nice gift." And that gift just happened to be nice and round and soft, and very good to smack.
My God.
Let me introduce you to Martha, by the way.
Thebesi turns to Martha and bares her teeth and says, "Get out."
Oh my God. Why are you sending her out? I was having fun.
Because we need to have a serious discussion about land.
Yeah, we do.
Loyalty.
We need to have a very serious discussion about privacy. That's what we need to have.
You don't get privacy when you're sharing private information about our clan with strangers who look at you.
Sharing privates with strangers.
You don't get to do that either.
What's this big deal about Mytholi anyway? She seems like a perfectly fine lady.
What do you know about Mytholi?
She's nice. She came bearing gifts. And she's your friend.
I had never seen her before today.
Oh, so she's a new friend.
When did you talk to her?
2 hours ago.
Let me get this straight. You had a random stranger come to you, say, "Hi, I'm friends with Thebesi." You had never seen me with this person before.
Well,
and just decided to share all of this information about me with them. And if they were really my friend, would they not know this already?
like I said, new friend. Catch up to pace. When you introduce someone, don't you give them a good backstory?
I ought to just have you expelled.
Expelled? For what? I'm sorry, are you just jealous that you didn't get nice cheeks too? Is that what it is? Mythli didn't offer you anything good?
Tell me everything. And I don't want some elaborate allegory about how she offered you all of these gifts to tell her this. I want you to tell me exactly what you told her.
Okay, so about that, know how like when one gets intoxicated, one tends to ramble and not really pay attention to what they say? Know how when one gets intoxicated, one finds women attractive, so they go to extremes for women and don't really pay attention? I know I gave some good information about the clan. You know, like any new person in the clan will need to know.
She's not part of the clan, so
Well,
she
I
doesn't
know
need
that
to know
now.
new information.
Thank you,
She's-
Captain Obvious. I know that
We
now.
aren't even the same race as her.
Well, that's racist.
breathe. I can't breathe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. That's hilarious. This is gonna be the best episode ever.
The best part is, I feel like I'm just getting more and more irritated with you because you're my brother.
Dude, honestly, I'm just trying to piss you off.
It's working. I want to kill you. Like, Thebesi legitimately wants to just stab him.
That's what I was trying to push your buttons to get you to kill Martha. I was trying to get you to just throw your axe at Martha. That was my end game goal.
Oh no, she just kicked Martha out of the tent, and I don't even know if Martha was clothed.
Oh, I told her to wait around the back. Yeah, so I just mythological. What's her face? Mytholi.
Mytholi.
Oh yeah, so yeah, just nice Q&A, I guess. Is there something specific?
This is what we're going to do. You are going to leave your tent and come with me. I will give you 2 minutes. And if you're not wearing clothes in 2 minutes and outside of this tent, I will come back in here and drag you through the clan to my tent. And that's where you're going to stay. You are not to leave the clan area. You are certainly not to drink anything except water. No more getting drunk for you.
Why?
And I'm going to have a very, very lengthy conversation with the elders about the information that we make you privy to. Do you understand?
That sounds fair.
Because this is your chance right now to ask me any, and I mean any, questions that might make you understand how serious the situation might be right now.
Yeah, I have one question.
Okay, what is it?
You seem a little mad. Was it something I said?
Get dressed.
Okay.
Thebesi turns around and waits at the tent entrance, but does not step out of the tent. And she counts
I was going to wait exactly 2 minutes.
to 120.
I was going to wait exactly 2 minutes and step out.
Okay.
I have one question for Johnny, though, as DM.
Yeah.
What race is Martha?
Martha? You know what? Centaur.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. The logistic of that is amusing.
No, I'm gonna make this this
Oh, we're gonna get so much fan art of this.
I'm gonna make this Jarmidian character great. Jama John. I'm gonna make him just like a complete Chad frat boy.
All right, resending it now.
Yeah, I'm a slacker. On the bright side, I can tell you guys about a lot of California assembly bills.
110, 100, 112, 113, 114. Are you ready? 115, 116, 117, 118, 119,
I'm ready.
120. Okay.
See, I even got ready early. Aren't you proud of me? I'm not that bad.
No, words cannot describe how utterly disappointed I am with you.
I think they
right
can
now.
because I think they can with the information I gave out.
Do you know any of the information you gave out?
Do you know how much sake I had? Aren't you impressed that I'm functioning? That was only 2 hours ago.
For you,
Maybe I got roofied.
let's go.
Okay.
And she starts leading him Actually, no, she grabs him by the scruff of the neck and shoves him and drags him through the village, or through the clan area to her tent. He's basically getting grounded by his sister, who may or may not be older than him. Hey, how old is he?
How old? How old am I?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with 20. Feels like a good
I'm
number
younger
today.
than you by 5 years. This is great.
Oh, I'm a washed up loser.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, she drags him through to her tent and shoves him into her tent and says, "Stay."
I'll stay.
Gabby looks up at you
Oh, hi, friend.
and is confused.
Don't touch her. Gabby, keep an eye on him and don't let him leave this tent. Use any means necessary to keep him from leaving this tent. If he tries to leave this tent, you can do whatever you want to make him stay. I really don't care right now.
I think at the don't touch her, you actually see Gabby cross her arms across her coat because some of the books fed to her were romance novels. So she has. This is ironically the one time she is totally just looking at him. This is the one time she is completely aware of what you mean.
Good.
Hey, while Thebesi's gone, Gabby, I'm just gonna head back to my tent. I forgot my shoes. I'll be back.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. 1 second. I gotta look up something.
I knew you were going to try and pull that.
Who's that in the... What picture is that in the chat?
Gabby?
No. Is that Gabby?
Oh, that's Shaggy as a werewolf.
I love that. I am...
No. Gabby is a freaky bad girl.
I imagine this is how Jarmidian would look. Jomatron.
You are too young to understand the awesomeness of the red shirt, blue jeans, Shaggy Scooby movies.
Honestly,
That, my friend, is Shaggy in Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf.
you might get offended, but I actually never liked Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo scared me as a child.
Okay, Johnny.
Yes.
Since your character is a bum, we're just gonna go with civilian stats. Roll me a strength check as Gabby grabs onto you.
Oh, crap. Hold up. I forgot I moved my dice for a second. You said strength check?
Yeah. It's a strength contest, but you don't have any strength, so it's just a flat roll.
7.
Her hand and arm actually absorbs yours partially into her, and you take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, crap.
And now you are partially absorbed by the ingress.
Thebesi comes back. I told you not to touch her. No, Thebesi's going to go talk to the clan leaders right now. Or not the clan leaders, the clan elders.
Okay.
Because, like any good group, there's the alpha, and then there's the elders. And Thebesi's going to go talk to the elders.
Oh, no, I gotta come up with an elder.
1 point of exhaustion? I'm just going to lay here writhing it for a minute.
Okay, but are you trying to escape again?
You know what? I'm going to crawl for the door out of complete fear.
Okay, that's you do realize that's an attempt to escape, so that's gonna be another strength check.
Thebesi just comes back and her brother's dead.
A 5?
You take another point of exhaustion and get sucked further in. And she just holds up a finger and shakes that and shakes it back like no, don't do that again.
So I'm imagining her like actually sucking my arm away. Am I armless? Like, do I have one arm gone?
you're stuck to her. Like you're stuck to her because like she's like a black hole.
I'm rubber.
Oh.
Or think like fun with portals.
Oh God. Ah.
Think like Madara when he starts to suck someone away.
I'm just like stuck in a portal.
Yeah, until she releases you, and she's not gonna release you until Thebesi gets back.
Because Bessie said, use any means necessary.
Okay.
Because you are stuck in Newton's grip.
I will just lay here in defeat.
Oh, this is the best thing ever.
Okay, so I have an elder name. I'm just gonna go with Rob.
Stark?
No, Gab.
Oh, I thought you said Rob. Like,
no, I'm changing it to Gab. We got a convention. We're gonna go with it.
Okay. Thebesi enters the elders' tent because everyone has their own tent in this. It seems fitting that the elders would have a tent.
Gab looks up and goes, Thebesi, you're back. Early this time.
Are you aware my brother has been sharing secrets with people?
Look, I don't even think what I said was that bad.
You're not here right now.
You're not here.
Oh yeah.
And I think he looks at me like he says, there's like a downtrodden pain. Goes again.
Yes, again. This time, he doesn't even know what he said. He got drunk like an idiot and told it whatever pretty girl asked him, answered all of her questions. I met this girl today, and I don't know everything he told her, but she knew who I was.
This is disappointing.
Incredibly.
It's almost a good thing then that we've been lying to him for the last couple of days. After the last time he did this.
Mm-hmm.
But
how much information does he know that is correct?
You've lived with your brother, Bessie.
Unfortunately.
At any point in time, we are trying to gauge that as at any point in time he could know or he could not know. He's like that angry little black-haired human that wandered into the land. You know, the one that became convinced we were reverse werewolves. That bastard Dan.
What are we going to do with him?
That's the problem. If we send him out, we don't know.
If we send him out, we can't control who he comes in contact with. The city was just attacked. There is a war coming. And there will be people who saw me fighting and are going to want to know information about me and the clan. And they'll take whatever they have. Every lie has a small amount of truth to it.
This is true.
We can tell him lies about formations and tactical strategies, but all of those come from a seed of truth. We wouldn't lie to him about a formation if we weren't coming up with our own formations. We wouldn't lie to him about a early attack on an enemy if we were not already planning to attack an enemy. If we send him out, then even the lies he still has some information. He still knows our strengths, what weapons we train with, who the leader is, who the second in command is. He knows who the elders are. He knows information about the clan. If we send him out, the enemy could get that information. We know how easy it is to get information from him. But if we keep him here, he is still a liability.
This is true. We need to have some place we can put him where he is, where we know he is, but he is not.
Where he has no access to girls, alcohol. At this point, boys, I think could be a possibility. I don't know.
Well, the last time...
Contact with anyone, clearly race isn't a limitation.
I think Gab kind of seems to consider this, rubbing his chin. I have a thought. but you may not like it.
I don't like anything about the situation right now anyways. It can't be much worse.
We could see your new friends that have joined the village. The warriors of the past.
They're restless.
We could tell your brother he is in charge of helping them integrate and possibly have them help keep an eye on him as well. I don't think your brother has reached the point where he will, how do I put it, bone some bones.
Even if he has, they all seem respectful enough to perhaps abstain from that.
This is true. They have integrated well. At least from what I have seen. Except for that one. And he points out the door at a newly armed Greg, who's still trying to teach his dance moves.
I imagine he's trying to teach those dance moves to some pups.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely.
Little tiny fluffy pups. And Thebesi looks out the door and she says, yes, but he's so good with the young ones.
This is true. I mean, they seem to like him too. But we still need to be, we don't want to lose warriors.
We can't. We're not going to lose this war. We can't.
There is actually something I should let you know.
What is it?
There is a clan secret that we have been keeping from you that it has come to our attention has been taken.
Oh no. What happened?
Not all the henshin of the Henshin War were the best of people. There was a group. They called themselves henshin, but they were no henshin. They were called the Death Metal Rangers. They were Bone Meister's personal best warriors. Though it's hard to explain, but some of their, you know how the museum has had the recasters and the Zords and such.
Yes, I know.
There was one Zord and recaster buried hidden amongst our clan. A giant snake of much power. The original leader of the Death Metal Rangers' Zord. It was inactive. We had also hidden away. I think he takes a moment, he kind of motions for you to follow, and heads to the middle of the clan area. And I want to say there's a statue, or there's some kind of artwork, art like thing, like a statue of the Wanari that had fought in the Henshin War.
Oh, okay.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, this is one of the few characters I've ever made who isn't proficient in perception. 7? So our rolls are going to be like that today.
Something is off, but you can't tell what it is.
Thebesi looks at the statue and looks at Gob, the elder. What is it?
We hid the recaster where someone would not think to look for a recaster. We were given it by... He pauses for a moment, and he looks in the direction of where the restless have camped in the camp. But he doesn't say anything.
And you're saying it's gone now?
He nods. We have been trying to confirm how there was only one person who knew it was here. And
where's that person? Because you obviously knew it was here.
He had been with them. He was one of them. But we have. I am the one that would be able to recognize him, and I have not been able to go into town for some time. He is not amongst the ones here. But he smelt of death. He
enter who came did he come in here yesterday? Or any time? When did this go missing?
the day of the invasion, when we were late to the combat, your friends there held the tide before we realized what was going on. But when we came back, it was gone.
Who was left here during combat? Children, obviously, but who else?
He looks towards your tent. Your brother.
Oh, if he had anything to do with this, I'm going to kill him. Okay. All right. I'll handle this. Thank you. And Thebesi walks back towards her tent. And she enters the tent, and without looking to see what the situation is, grabs her brother by the neck and hoists him to his feet. And holds him in front of herself.
Oh, you're back so soon. Me and your friend were just having fun.
What were you doing on the day of the combat?
Well,
Gabbi does poke you because by lifting him up, you're also kind of lifting her up. You didn't tell her to let him go.
Thebesi glances at Gabbi and says, "You can release him. I've got him. Thank you."
Gabbi nods and releases him.
so I was hanging out by the statue. Why?
Did anyone approach you while you were at the statue?
Yeah, one of those bony dudes. Okay, so yeah, the guy came in. It was one of those bony dudes. He was black. I was guessing he was one of your special soldier guys or something. But he came in and he just grabbed the thing off the statue, got his snake, and left.
It didn't occur to you to, I don't know, maybe stop him?
He seemed like he was in a hurry. I thought they were ours. Aren't they on our side?
Well, yeah.
That's like telling your neighbor not to go get a horse.
No, that's not like anything. It'd be like telling your neighbor, "Hey, stop! That's my horse." Would you let your neighbor just walk into your home and take something?
Well, I would ask what.
For one, it didn't necessarily have to be one of the other restless that were working with us. That could have been any random restless. There was no way of you knowing if that was someone on our side or not, or if it was someone who was pretending to be on our side and not. And two, I hadn't told them anything about this clan. Anything about our clan to let them know that there was something there. I didn't know there was something there until today.
Okay.
So, once again, you didn't think that this random restless or person or whatever running into our clan area and taking something off of the statue and leaving without a didn't seem odd.
Wait, you just said you didn't know there was anything there till today. So why am I in trouble for not knowing anything was there? For all I know, he could have put it there, summoned his own snake, and left on his own terms.
No one ever enters our clan.
Okay.
Unless they're part of our clan or escorted by a member of the clan.
Okay, and you never...
This is basic information that even the pups understand.
Okay, and also, how often do you just see a snake burst out of a well? Not often. So, you think I'm gonna react all that hard on him grabbing something? I was a little scared. I don't like snakes in particular.
I've spoken with the elders, and you have to help the Restless integrate into our clan.
See, I did something right because now I'm working with the Restless. And what are you doing out here? Talking to people, beating me up? You should learn from me.
And yet, somehow I'm the one who's going to become the clan leader, and you are taking orders from me. Your younger sister.
Potato, potato. What have you done with the centaur? Ooh, that's what I thought.
What the hell?
What?
What did that even mean?
Gabbi punches him in the stomach as hard as she can.
What was that for? Fuck!
And then she drops him to the ground and walks out of the tent, motioning for Gabbi to follow her.
I gotta say, because of how angry she is, I'm gonna have to make you roll an attack.
Aw.
That's okay.
I just want to see if you possibly fail.
That's a nat 20.
Oh yeah,
I'm already at 2 points.
you get the air knocked out of you, Johnny.
The fuck?
Gabby bends down and pats your head, and it follows after.
And Thebesi lets the elder know that she's going to go talk to she's gonna go talk to Marcus about the information she has. So Thebesi heads back to town to find him.
And then I think Gob nods, and then he also brings up probably let Bryce know.
I will.
Okay. If it's okay with you, Eric, I think that Bryce would be staying with Marcus because he was living in the museum, and the museum still needs to be finished repaired.
Yeah, he would put Bryce up. I mean, he's already paying for Bob at the Bloody Fang Tavern and Inn. So, I mean, of course he's going to put his mentor up, especially since his mentor was hurt and needs healing.
Then I think it's up to you where they find each other. Are they at the apartment, or the Bloody Fang, or the museum? It's your choice.
Well, I did say that Marcus already went home. I'm assuming that they both left the museum at the same time, so...
Okay.
Probably. I mean, I imagine this was one of those, they finished their day. Thebesi was like, I've got to go talk to my brother. Marcus was like, cool, you do that. And...
I'm going to go home and sleep.
Okay, that's totally fair.
I mean, that was his plan. He probably did pick up dinner somewhere on the way home, because he just doesn't feel like cooking. And how long has it been since they ended their day at the museum?
I would say, well, Johnny said he spilled all the information 2 hours ago.
Okay.
So I may have to edit it out, Johnny. Can you make it 4 hours ago?
No, I won't budge. Yeah, that's fine.
Can we compromise and do 3?
I'll meet you at 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
3 minutes and 45 seconds ago?
I would say probably about 2 hours after you guys left you guys left.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 hours is good.
Or Johnny went back to after their conversation and did it again. We could easily say that Johnny is a repeat customer.
Maybe. Probably. I get...
Jomadron isn't allowed to drink anymore. Thebesi commanded it.
I get the frequent customer discount.
Oh, that's not the kind of discount you want for what he's doing.
Fun times. If I may suggest that she goes to find Marcus, still angry at her brother. When she gets back into Asimar Grove, she realizes, I don't know where Lieutenant Marcus lives.
Cue Thebesi just going up to every person and be like, do you know where Lieutenant Marcus lives? I need to know where Lieutenant Marcus lives. Where does Lieutenant Marcus live?
But she does know somebody that knew where he was working.
Haley?
Uh-huh. So it's a good chance you could ask her where he lives.
No, that was honestly my plan. I looked at my notes, I'm like, what is that person's name again? Yeah, and Thebesi realizes she doesn't know where Lieutenant Marcus lives and goes to find Haley. Like, hey, you know him. Where does he live?
And she probably would know where he lives.
I feel like Asimar Grove is the size where it's like, yeah, it's a pretty big city, but at the same time, everyone just kind of knows each other. Like, that's how I've been picturing it.
I can dig it.
Yeah, that kind of works.
Plus, I mean, he's been there he's lived in Asimar Grove basically all of his life, if I remember my thoughts correctly, which means he and Haley have known each other for a while, so they have talked about a lot of...
It's like the hidden leaf.
They have talked about a lot of things, so she probably has learned where he's lived over their, years of conversation.
Okay. And then I would say as you go to check with Haley's at the bloody thing, there's someone new you haven't met before sitting at the counter. They're a tall, slender woman wearing black painted combat armor, and they have chestnut hair that's greasy and cared for. And they have horns out of the back that curve around the back of their head, as they are a tiefling. Also loaded up with what you can only describe as a bunch of knickknacks and technical doodads.
Okay.
Including...
Technical doodads?
Yes, including...
I love technical doodads. Does she have thingamabobs?
She does have thingamabobs.
And who's it to what's its galore?
She's actually tinkering with what looks to be a music box. And there seems to be what looks to be like a gun on holstered on one arm, but it has instead of a barrel, it has a weird grabber thing.
A weird grabber thing.
Yeah.
If my life experience is correct, she's either going to sell you a very legendary item, or she's going to send you on a very legendary quest.
Or both.
Why not both?
That's deep.
Porque no la dos.
Porque no los dos.
Also, there's a red fox that's curled around one of her legs.
Aw, cute. Thebesi glances at the stranger, but she is on a mission. She's a determined person.
She's also still pissed off at her brother.
Yeah, no, she's a very serious, determined person, and she casts the stranger a look, and then looks at Haley and says, I need to know where Lieutenant Marcus lives.
He looks up and goes, oh, hey, Thebesi, you looking for Marcus?
Yes.
Well, I can, I think she takes out a little napkin and starts drawing out a little map. Is everything okay?
Not in the slightest.
The tiefling glances up and looks in your direction and goes, so you're saying it's the normal around here?
Perhaps the normal for the last week or so, but this is bad. I need to know where Lieutenant Marcus lives. I need to talk to him and Bryce.
Wait, if you need to talk to Bryce, he's upstairs. He's rooming with Bob.
Then I'll get him and he can take me to Lieutenant Marcus. What room is he in?
Oh,
no, I meant that Marcus would more than happily share his apartment with Bryce, but...
no. Okay, that works. No, that works. That actually works better, I think. That works better. Let's go with that. Okay. I was like, Bryce is with as Marcus' house, I think. And it finishes drawing out the map and hands it over.
Thank you. Have you, sir? Have you seen my brother in here before in the past at any point?
Haley seems to think on it. Wait, is he the one that looks like
He's the idiot.
So you mean the one that looks like he should be in a gutter here instead of out living in tents, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been in here a couple times.
Okay, great. You're not allowed to serve him anything at all unless it's water anymore. And if you see him with
Even
anyone, you feel free to hit him upside the head. He's not very strong. You can do it. I'm sure you can. And kick him out.
what about food? Can I serve him food still, or is he like on like some kind of spirit quest?
You can serve him food, but yes, I could say that he's on some kind of spirit quest in growing up and not being an idiot anymore.
It's one of those situations. I understand completely.
And if he starts to say anything to anyone, just make him shut up.
I think
He talks too much.
the tiefling seems to grin at that. It's like, does that go for me too?
Sure.
She grins for a moment, and all right, that's sweet. I always wanted to try out my gadgets.
Just don't kill him.
Oh, they won't kill him. They might just wind him for a couple rounds.
That's fine.
And when she says this, she actually takes out a cylinder device from her belt and just tosses up in the ground, up in the air, up and down. Yeah, it's a cylinder pill-like device. It seems to have some kind of grip on it that looks like it actually you could actually like pull it, and there seems to be some kind of pin on the top.
Okay. But anyone else in my clan is off limits.
All right, that's totally fair. I can deal with that.
And then Thebesi takes the hand-drawn map and leaves to go find where Lieutenant Marcus lives.
And then Gabbi follows, and she just starts to yawn a little bit as she follows, but she's following your lead. You're her big sister.
Aww.
Does anything happen while Thebesi figures out where Lieutenant Marcus lives?
Give me let me look at what I can throw at you.
Roll percentile.
Oh no! roll for initiative.
Oh no, actually, it's late enough. High or low?
Hi.
You see, walking down the street, there is a man in a suit in poor condition. It has not been laundered in some time and seems to be worn in activities someone would not normally have worn a suit during. You know, like there's splatters of blood, maybe a little fat tissue.
Oh.
Oh, God.
He has a ring with an oversized opal on his right hand, red hair up. Face is kind of wrinkled. Gabbi kind of hides a little behind you as he's watching it. He seems to have a sincere smile, though, and he seems to have this strange device in his hand label.
Everyone has strange devices today.
Well, it's a rectangular device, and it's labeled Genify. And it has a cable that splits into two cables that seem to be going into his ears. And he's kind of dancing a little bit as he walks.
He's got an MP3 player, doesn't he?
No, he has a Genify player.
Spell that for me, would you?
There, Ginny, I finally put in your cameo.
Thebesi eyes him curiously and puts one hand back to lightly pat Gabbi reassuringly, and the other hand reaches to casually places it on the handle of her great axe. She doesn't draw it yet, but she's prepared to if anything were to go sour as she walks past.
Okay, roll me a... What would it be?
Insight?
What would be the rule? No, I mean, what would be the thing to do something casually? I guess it would be a stealth.
Maybe sleight of hand.
Or sleight of hand, yeah. Well, sleight of hand. It's a chill hand. You're probably going to beat it anyway.
11?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to notice you. He just dances on by.
Okay.
He does appear to have a very fat raven on his shoulder. You notice as you pass by. It seems to be very full of blood.
So, I'm a dog. How good is my sense of smell?
I would look up the Wonari's racial traits for that.
I think we'll already have a pretty good. Let me see.
Let me see if I wrote anything specific about that.
It doesn't say you have any special. But I mean, if you want to do like another perception check, you can do a perception check. I would say.
Okay. Wow, I am not rolling well today. 5. Let's get my other dice out.
I would say you just think there's some kind of weird butcher who just loves to dance.
Okay.
Nothing about this seems out of the ordinary. It just seems, considering everything else you've seen in Azamar Grove, this is just normal.
Poor Asimar Grove for this being normal. All right. We continue walking
All right.
to Lieutenant Marcus's.
Gabbi watches him as he dances away, but then she slowly follows.
Thebesi is protecting Gabbi. Thebesi won't let anything happen to Gabbi. And we head to Lieutenant Marcus's. Does anything else happen, or are we there?
I think that would make it to there.
Okay.
I mean, everyone's on a high alert enough that I don't think anything that shouldn't be getting in will be getting in.
All right. Then Thebesi knocks kind of loudly on Marcus's door. Lieutenant Marcus, excuse me.
Here, roll a perception check, I think. At advantage, because you're probably asleep.
At advantage?
Or are you asleep? If you're asleep.
Disadvantage, you mean? For being asleep?
Well, he's deep sleep.
Yeah, you're saying advantage.
Yeah, no, I meant like disadvantage. You said advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm saying you're in deep sleep. So you gotta... I'm saying that...
Okay.
With everything that's happened...
Yeah, but you said roll with advantage because you were asleep.
Yeah, because you're in deep sleep.
Do you mean for him to roll a disadvantage, though? Like, take the lower of the two? Because he's in deep sleep.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because a higher perception would pick up on it. So you would actually want to low roll.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's okay. I think we were all a little confused right there.
Yeah. I don't think it's late enough that he's asleep. He's probably just relaxing. So I'll just go straight perception if that's okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, wait, I'm in my nobody form, so... Okay, but no, this isn't an attack or saving throw roll, so I still get my +1. Okay. I rolled an 18, so I perceived the hell out of that knocking.
Okay.
You notice the pattern she knocks with, that there is none.
Oy. It's interesting because I'm assuming Marcus actually doesn't get very many visitors, so he's wondering who the hell. So he peeks out.
And as far as he knows, Thebesi has no idea where he lives.
Yeah, so he's a little surprised when he sees her. And would it be too much to say that he quickly puts together that she probably went to Haley and Haley told her where he lived?
Yeah, I would think you'd be able to see the napkin in her hand with the map.
Yeah. So he opens the door and he says, Haley told you where I lived?
Yes.
Come on in. I got some leftover pizza.
Thebesi walks into his apartment house for the first time.
It's small, clean. He actually doesn't have very much in the way of belongings. I wouldn't say Spartan, but it's not cluttered either. He has, well, since we have fantasy cell phones, it's safe to say that he has a fantasy television, so some kind of a magic screen, probably a gaming system of some kind.
I think Orb of Scrying, you got like a giant Orb of Scrying for the TV.
Okay.
That's what NavPod uses for TVs.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly large one, so, you know, he did splurge once or twice, but he's got a small couch for the rare times that he does have visitors. He's got a chair that he's sitting in. A small...
Bryce is definitely laying on the couch.
Oh, no. Bryce gets Marcus's bed. He's not going to make the old Noel sleep on the couch.
His back.
Okay, then I'm gonna roll at disadvantage for if Bryce notices this. He does not, because that's a 5.
So what you probably hear is something akin to like an angry animal growl coming from what you perceive to be Marcus's bedroom. It's like, oh, that's right. Don't mind. I'm putting up Bryce because he lives at the museum, and since the museum got trashed, he doesn't exactly have a place to go, and him being my mentor, how could I not? You know. So that's inferring the angry animal growling is actually Bryce snoring.
I'm going to need to ask you to wake him up.
Okay, let me just 1 second. And you see him go to a small closet and get out a broom and then take it into the bedroom.
She's gonna poke him with a stick.
Yeah.
Don't poke the bear.
At the very least, he's going to use the soft side with the bristles.
Just comb his hair.
Guys, he failed his acrobatics check.
Oh, God.
Did he fall out of bed?
Yeah, you just hear like a and all of a sudden there's a thud.
Come on, old man. We got visitors.
All right. You see Bryce come out. His hair is all messed up. Looks like he has a mohawk, almost, because his hair is like very sweaty at the moment.
Poor Bryce. I feel bad for waking him up, but Thebesi doesn't.
So, have a seat. I'll get us some drinks. Soda. What do I owe this pleasure of the visit? And he leads Bryce over to the chair, letting the ladies have the couch. And then he goes into his kitchenette to his magical fridge and grabs drinks for them.
Gabby's actually bouncing a little on the couch. This is her first encounter with a couch.
Boingy, boingy, boingy.
If Bessie wasn't a serious person, she would be too, but she's a very serious person. So she just sits down. She's pretty big too, though, isn't she? So, like, she takes up, like, a decent amount on the couch.
I don't know how big Bonari are.
Because I'm pretty sure that it's said that
They're about 6 to 7 feet tall.
Yeah, no, she's big. She's a big dog.
They weigh from 100 to 160 pounds.
She is big boofer.
Lean muscle mass.
So yeah, he comes out with a 6-pack and some cups and pours everybody drinks. It's like, so, a little surprised. What's up?
Something's been stolen from my clan.
Uh-oh. And if you're here for me and Bryce, I have a feeling it's important with a capital I and possibly italicized.
I don't know what italics are, but yes.
That's when the letters are slanted.
Cursive.
No, just slanted.
Slanted.
We were my clan. I found out today had been keeping a recaster
What?
that was stolen on the day of the attack.
What?
Bryce looks up and is like, wait. What? We had all of them. Whose was it?
Someone who worked with the Bodemeister, to my understanding. Snake?
Why did your clan have the recaster of someone who...
I don't know. I only just learned about all of this on the day of the attack.
And
I'm only 15.
And he stops thinking about this, like, were there henshin who worked with You're only 15?
Bryce stands up erect as he rolled a 16 on his history check.
You care to fill in the class, Bryce?
The Death Metal Rangers.
Oh, good. If it's okay with you, Sean, I'll be making a history check now.
Yeah.
That is a 19 total.
Curses, I was hoping you fail for the humor. Yeah, you get a clear mental image in your head of really, they were psychotic, the worst of the worst of Baumeister's army. And I would say with that, you actually know that one of them was turned into a monster. The person who who the snake belonged to. And you saw that monster fly off of Baumeister. It was practically flying alongside Baumeister when you shot him in the back. But the strange thing I would say with that high of a check, he didn't have a snake.
So this is one of the other death metal rangers, not the one that he saw, or rather the recaster of one of the other death metal rangers, not the recaster of the one he saw with Bonemeister.
Yeah, I would say you could guess that, but it's strange that this has got brought up because, like as I said, you didn't see the Zord with them as they were flying away.
Oh, I heard bad things about them. That's not good. That's not good. Shit.
They're the reason. They're the ones who killed the other two. This is bad. The Death Rangers killed the other No Rangers. There's a reason why there's only 3 recasters left. They destroyed 2 of them.
So
my brother described seeing a what he says was a black skeleton, right? Skeleton rush in, grab it, and run right past him from a statue. Though how truthful that description is always a question with him.
And he didn't think to stop this guy? I mean, he waltzed right into your clan camp.
I asked the same thing. He's not the brightest one. There's a reason why.
Take me to your brother.
He wasn't chosen. What are you going to do to my brother?
Marcus picks up the broom. That depends on what he says when we get there.
I like to go do. Why did they keep this from us? That doesn't make sense. We know we were storing everything to keep everyone safe. Why did they keep it separate?
You're asking me?
I don't know. I only just learned of this information. I've spent the last year learning to lead this clan, and I was only just now told about this.
I see. We're going to need bigger guns. Marcus puts down the broom, goes into the kitchenette, and rifles under the sink.
You are not hurting anyone in my clan.
No, not hurting anyone. He comes back and he's holding a spritz bottle filled with water.
That's just cruel.
Now, take me to this idiot brother of yours.
Thebesi, I think that's your reply.
No, I know. I'm just...
I just love how this is turned into... This is focused on him so much. Improv, everyone. This is what improv does.
If he wasn't able to tell me any more information, then I don't know that he would be willing to tell you any more information. If anything, he'll just turn to me and be like, well, they all came into the clan. This guy came into the clan. I still don't see what the problem is. Because he's not a very intelligent person.
Is there perhaps anyone who is that we could talk to?
We could certainly ask my elder why we had this recaster and it wasn't with the others.
Then we'll start there.
But we have another problem.
Of course we do.
The same brother, as you can see he's a problem, had been with Mythali earlier today. And... Mythali. The one who's supposed to teach thieves' cant to us.
Oh, from the pizza place, right.
Yes, the performer.
The one you talked to, right.
I don't know. Yes, I'm unsure how much we trust her now. From the information I gathered from her and the scattered information and wildly inappropriate account from my brother, he had been drinking today. Again, why I'm not sure how clear his account of anything could be. Divulged an unknown amount of information to her about my clan. And quite possibly other things. Again, I don't know. He doesn't remember.
You sure you don't want to, And he just kind of lifts the broom up.
Oh, I hit him pretty well.
Gabby nods in agreement, and then she pantomimes the brother going down to the floor.
Marcus nods. Okay. Great. That's just perfect.
I think Bryce stands up and goes, or thinks about it, like, an expression does come to mind.
Which is?
Even you're not sure you can trust this person, right?
Correct.
Other than saying, you keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Well,
Until we know what they're going to do, it's almost better off learning what we can find out about them.
The best case scenario is that she was simply a curious person and had seen me around, decided to ask questions. The other possibility is that she's a spy sent from a rival clan to glean information about our military capabilities and strengths. Worst case scenario is that she is gathering information and working as a spy for this bone Meister.
Well, worst case scenario is this is actually a bone meister under some kind of disguise thing, and they've been putzing around inside here this whole time. I mean, there's magic in the world.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a real serious waste of time, though, wouldn't it? I mean, he had to be. He would have to be seriously bored with nothing to do to go, hey, let me pretend to be a stage musician at a pizza place in the town where I had been locked up for the past 10 plus years. Or 5 plus years.
All right.
I mean, it's certainly possible.
All right,
gods above know what goes on in that dumbass's head. Oh, boy. So, we have a stolen recaster, which was being watched by your clan, which you didn't know about even though you are the ascending clan leader, until today when it got stolen. Because your idiot brother didn't think to rub his 2 brain cells together and go, why is this person this deep in our camp in a place that they shouldn't be?
That
even though this was a restless, and yes, you did, thank you, by the way, offer the restless a place to stay.
This was during the battle, though, and there was no possible way for him to know that we were working with the restless at the time. Mind you.
Now I really want to hit your brother with a broom.
Understandable. I feel that way multiple times a day.
Makes me glad I'm an only child.
You know what? I want to throw something quickly. Call highs or lows.
Low.
Low.
Okay, Bryce, think about it for a moment. Oh shit! Is he that dumbass people keep on asking is my son?
What?
Well, he's a Wanari, so I'm not sure how they would get there, but
Wait, what?
Well, yes, but
I mean, I suppose adoption's a possibility, but I don't.
I mean, sure, but
But if there was a Wanari without a family, they would just come to the clan. We take care of the pups, so I'm not sure where anyone would get that, but
Johnny, that's exactly what I was almost thinking about leading into. Like, look, you know how people keep on thinking that Marcus has a thing for the animal folk?
I've noticed that.
Is Marcus a furry?
no, he just seems to attract the attention of non-human females.
Like a furry?
No, because goblins aren't animals. There was that one goblin lady in the tavern. I mean, come on, that was an episode of the title. That was the title of an episode.
It's okay.
It was an episode of
Centaurs, goblins, we all have our flavor.
Marcus actually has trouble talking to females of any color or sort.
except for Thebesi.
I'm picturing like a Raj from Big Bang Theory.
Please don't.
Except for Thebesi. He has no problem talking to Thebesi.
Because Thebesi,
Raj learns to talk to Penny.
well, no, Thebesi's not different because they just haven't, they haven't been able to have a casual moment. Everything's been business, basically.
That's true. That's very true.
He's been in soldier mode. This is about as casual as you've seen him.
Is he in pajamas?
Yeah, actually, he's in knee-length pajama shorts, ankle socks, and muscle shirt.
Holding a broom and a spritz bottle.
He would not be out of place in that apartment alley from Kung Fu Hustle, let me tell you.
I think Bryce just looks at the Bessie. Let's just say there's a reason why your clan settled around here, and I may have had a few flings in the Wodari clan.
Marcus whacks Bryce with the broom.
Ah, dang it.
Are you serious?
Marcus, I'm a gnome. I literally look like a dog.
You're a hyena!
Hyenas looks like dogs.
Not really!
We have more important matters at hand than discussing whether or not a hyena is a dog.
This is true. Sorry.
And if we're going to go talk to the elder, then you're going to have to be in more respectful clothing than that.
I was about to go to bed.
I understand, but I don't think this matter should wait until morning.
Well, no, definitely not.
And you seem eager to hit and or spray my brother.
Preferably both. All right, give me 2 minutes.
That's how long I gave him to get dressed.
Bryce gets starts.
Give me 1 minute.
Thebesi waits at the door.
Bessie, roll me a history check.
Is this anything that my background could help with?
A little bit.
Ooh.
If you don't mind me, I'm using this to determine.
Okay, well, 16?
When you think about it, and I think you kind of think about what he's just worn while you're sitting there.
Oh, she's standing.
And as you're standing there, you kind of think for a moment and you start to picture your brother and you start to picture
Ew.
Bryce next
Not
to
like
him.
that.
Ew.
And then you realize to your horror that when you really think about it, now that you've seen Bryce so soon after seeing your brother has not been the best looking Wonari, but you realize to your horror that that's probably because he's at least half Knoll.
Oh.
Wow.
It's silent while they're getting dressed. And just hear Thebesi go, "Are you kidding me?"
Probably not. Marcus just yells from the room. And he's dressed in about 45 seconds, by the way.